Greetings, knifers, and a special hello to my cold steel fans out there. Two budget blades I'd like to talk about with you today. On top, we got a cold steel Bushman, done in SK5 high carbon steel, made in China. Got a 7-inch blade, roughly 12 inches overall, right in the neighborhood of 10 ounces in the weight. On bottom, we have a cold steel Warhead knife, 1055 high carbon steel, made in China, 7.5 to 8-inch blade, about 13 inches overall. Again, it's probably right around 10 ounces or so. I'd like to handle each one of these knives individually, perhaps give you a bit more personal insight into your next survival purchase. More specifically, I'd like to talk about the comparison of these two knives when used as makeshift spears or attached to poles to use for weapons or for hunting in a survival purpose. On first glance, you might look at these two knives together and see the one on bottom and say, that is the one that looks like the best spearhead. Double-edged, good penetration, looks like a really fearsome weapon, looks like it would do the job real quick. On that point, I'm going to have to disagree, because one of the very first things you're going to notice when you pick up this knife is this. And if you can hear that, it's pretty thin blade, flimsy almost, and it's done in a 1055, like I said, same steel that the machetes and the throwers are made out of, and I've had some good experiences with it so far. But on this one, I'm not going to attach a spear shaft to it and throw it repetitively with any manner of confidence that it's going to come back. This is my only blade. I wouldn't want to be doing that. I wouldn't want to be breaking it. Also, the survival school of thought, pretty general consensus that a double-edged blade is not the best. If you have only one knife to take, you want a more well-rounded tool than that. If you want to attach a spear shaft to it, though, it can be done. You just take off these polypropylene handle scales, which are really tough, and you have about a 3mm piece of steel here for the tang. You'd have to split your shaft, insert this down into it, and then lash it to the spear shaft with cordage or some other way of attaching it, and you would have a pretty mean spear. But again, I don't think that it would hold up real well for you. In comparison, we have a cold steel Bushman up here. Listen to that. Really rings like a bell. This knife is actually thinner, but it has a lot more beef behind the edge. Really thicker in the overall grind of the knife. This one, as far as a survival tool, is a single edge. So what I have here is a really sharp cutting instrument, strong, durable, and I can smack on the back of it with a bit of wood. Maybe split up some kindling for a fire. I can put my thumb on it for some downforce. Maybe do some heavy cutting, some rope, some utility chores, stuff of that nature. Also, it has a hollow handle. A lot of guys like to stick their little survival goodies and stuff in there, plug up both ends, fill it with matches and fishing line and all kind of stuff, and that's really cool. Also, because it's hollow, it's ready to go. It's going to be very sturdy when you attach a piece of wood to it as a spear shaft. It's going to be really sturdy, and that's how the design is. We got a little screw hole here to even attach it and make it even more sturdy when you throw it, stab it, and then you have to withdraw it from something, that you're not going to lose the spearhead. They both got sheaths that come with them. Nothing really to write home about. Here's the one for the Bushman. They got one with a pocket on it now, but this is the old fold-over style. Nothing really too impressive, but it does the job. Here's the one for the Warhead. Another belt sheath. Here's a loop, little attachment, retainer strap, and a little reinforcement there. Nothing too great, but I just kind of wanted to share that information with you guys, and hopefully you can take away a little bit of something from it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later.